in accordance with the tourism. As Tajikistan is full of mountains, 98% of your area is rich of mountains and valleys. Tell us about the top 10 tourism places which we can visit as tourists.
Okay, first of all, thank you for welcoming us today in your channel. This is my second visit to your excellent place.
Amazing.
This is a place where we can introduce our country and also we can learn about Pakistan a lot.
Right.
Yes.
With regard to your question, I would like to tell you that there are many ways of tourism in Tajikistan. Maybe I'm not able to name 10 of top destinations right now, but first of all, since it's a mountainous country, like one part of Pakistan, I think for climbers, for people who like mountains, should be the first.
Yeah.
If you like to visit rivers, mountain lakes, fresh water, glaciers, it can be another. If you like any historical sites, there are many of them within the Tajikistan, and also places who are connected to our region as well. If you like to have gastronomic tourism, it's also another apart. Yes, all about food. Some food you will recognize very close to Pakistan cuisine, and you will like them. And many other. Or if you like, I don't know, music tourism, culture tourism, if you would like to visit our museums, our concert halls.
Yes.
So there are many destinations, I hope, which will be interesting for Pakistani friends.
His Excellency, do you feel like you've spoken about the mountains, right? I mean, it's a landlocked country, Tajikistan. So obviously the trading part is a bit tricky as far as your country is concerned, right? But do you feel, since Pakistan has the nearest seaport, you know, with your country, and then there's so much to it, the bilateral relations, whether it comes to import, export, it can be anything, you know, it can be like any small handcrafted materials, anything that we can export or import between the two countries. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, first of all, I will confirm your saying about landlocked country. We're even double landlocked country. Yes, in order to reach the closest port to sea, which is for us nowadays is Karachi port, we have to pass two borders. So we have to go via Afghanistan, then reaching Pakistan. And then, of course, Pakistan is a very important country for us because, as you mentioned, the closest seaports are here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And even today, even with all those difficulties which we have on transportation, we use quite intensively this capacity of Pakistani ports. With regard to our import and export, we have many commodities which we sell to Pakistan and which we buy from Pakistan.
Yes.
For example, textile products, pharmaceutical products, they're all coming from Pakistan to our country.
Yes, we're like the pioneers for that.
Yes, and back, of course, we send some other products like our cotton, like some other crops. So trade is there. Of course, there are issues, there are difficulties, there are problems which we have to sort it out. But trade is there all the time.
It is there, but you know, just to enhance that part and really, you know, get into the roots of it and actually make that, you know, as a foundation between the two countries.
Yes. In confirmation with what now we are asking, in December, our President, His Excellency Wali Rahman, visited Pakistan. And during his visit and his meetings with His Excellency Honorable Prime Minister of Pakistan, a very important document, the Transit Trade Agreement, was signed, which is a very good base for our bilateral trade,
Absolutely.
which gives to our companies more privileges and opportunities to make this trade much better and to enhance it.
Yes, I think that's very important. It's also as a part of a friendship between two countries.
Yes, definitely. And I would like to ask His Excellency about CASA-1000 project, as Tajikistan is the third world's largest hydroelectrical power industry you have. So as you see, as you've been here since the last 4 years, you know we are facing energy crisis and a lot here in Pakistan. Do you feel that CASA-1000 project and projects like this have to be projected in Pakistan? And what do you feel that that type of import and export will help the prosperity of this country as well?
Yes, absolutely. First of all, we have to mention that CASA-1000 is one of the biggest connectivity projects in this region, along with other projects. As we know, electricity which we produced is clean, very cheap and renewable. We are not burning any oil or gas.
That's the major part. Yes.
And of course, Pakistan is a very big need and the demand for electricity is quite high. In this regard, this project was designed and now under the auspices and under the umbrella of World Bank. Now it's implementing. We know situation in Afghanistan, which is now suspended a bit, but at least Tajikistan part is finished by 90%. So you know that 4 countries are member of this project: Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. The Pakistan side, by the way, is the shortest one. It's only 100 kilometers starting from border with Afghanistan until Nowshera, where the main substation will be installed. Now we are in contact with Pakistan authorities in order to resume the implementation of this project and to complete it as soon as possible in order to supply Pakistan with a clean, cheap and renewable hydro energy.
Especially eco-friendly, that is the part which is something to highlight here, because a lot of countries, you know, I think they're suffering, and even when it comes to Pakistan, I think the whole reason and the climate change and the smog, that is all because of the industries, right, within the cities especially.
Yes, I agree with you.
And I think that type of import and export is very important. और हम अपने viewers को भी बताते चले कि CASA-1000 एक ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट है जिसके थ्रू हम हाइड्रो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जो पावर है उसकी इंपोर्ट कर सकते हैं ताजिकिस्तान से, क्योंकि वो वर्ल्ड्स 3rd बिगेस्ट एंड लार्जेस्ट इको फ्रेंडली इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं, और इससे हम लोगों के बाहमी ताल्लुकात भी बहुत बेहतर हो जाएंगे, और उसके अलावा हमारी जो इंपोर्ट एक्सपोर्ट एंड वेल बीइंग जो है दोनों कंट्रीज़ की एक साथ ही बढ़ेगी.